I played through Dark Souls using a real guitar. But how is this possible? Using a program called Abject Audio Inputs, I was able to correspond different keybinds with frequencies from my guitar. For example, the first fret of my 6th string is bound to left click, which allows me to light attack. However, there are some drawbacks. Sometimes inputs don't come out, sometimes the wrong input comes out, and there are limitations such as not being able to fully control my camera properly and having trouble sprinting. My guitar of choice for this run was an Ibanez standard RGA 8-string, and for my audio interface I used a 3rd generation Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. For this run, my only rule was that I must use my guitar for all content, and that I will complete the base game and the DLC of all the bosses in the DLC. Huge shout out to LobosJr as he was the sole inspiration for this run. Links to his VODs are in the description. Without further ado, let's get into the run. Starting in the character creator and wanting to build around strength, I pick Bandit as my starting class. I also pick Master Key as my starting gift as I want the alternate entrance to Blighttown. After working on my character, I begin taking my leave from the Undead Asylum. As I leave my cell, I realize pretty early on that moving is really difficult. I find myself consistently moving side to side, bumping into walls, and catching myself on corners. I make it to my first encounter with the Asylum Demon. I grab my battle axe and begin to get myself acquainted with the combat. Yep, dodge. Please hit him. Okay. Can I land the plunging attack though? And I do. Sweet. Back up. Wasn't too bad. After getting to Firelink's Shrine, I invest my first levels into Strength and Dexterity to equip the Zweihander. I am then met with my first real challenge, which is actually getting it. Okay. No, grab it! Grab it! Okay, I got it. We're good. With the Zweihander now in my possession, I had the weapon that would basically carry me through the whole game. I then headed to Undead Burg, where I met my untimely demise a few times. Here, and I also fall up there. Okay. It's no big deal. Oops. Oh no, attack! Okay. Alright. We have made it to the bonfire. That is good news. There's a little bridge to cross here. No! Perfect. Now I don't know if I want to take on the Black Knight here. Maybe. Oh no. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna eat that one, unfortunately. After a long while, I make it to Taurus Demon. You may notice the death counter in the bottom left. Just disregard it. I end up discarding it later and it's inaccurate. My plan for this boss was to use the lightning resin buff to take him out relatively quickly, and well... Go. Think I make it? Yikes. Okay. Yeah, low-key it might just be better to fight him up here. But he did jump on me. Please hit. Okay. Using the souls from beating Taurus Demon, I invested a few more levels into Vitality. My next obstacle was trying to cross the bridge, which I expected to actually be harder. The fire wasn't very damaging, letting me sneak past the dragon with relative ease and head straight into the parish. Immediately, I tried to take down the Black Knight in the tower for some resources, which unfortunately racked me a few deaths. But I did end up with a Titanite chunk. Overall, the parish wasn't too bad. I did make a few mistakes which caused me to die a bit, but getting to Andre was really a non-issue. I started reinforcing my Zweihander, and then I head into the church. None of the enemies here really put up too much of a fight, and I made sure to stop by Lautrec and take him out for the Ring of Favor and Protection, which would give me a significant stat boost for the whole run. Afterwards, I was on to my first major boss. Time for gargoyles. Luckily, they gave me the courtesy of buffing right beforehand. Yeah, I just got caught. Oh, that sucks. Okay. It's at this point I'd like to mention just how bad the runbacks are. Depending on the boss, it could take 2 to 8 minutes to even get another attempt, and this took a huge toll on my morale. After getting destroyed by the gargoyles again, I decided to head to Darkroot Basin for some upgrades. I grabbed the Elite Knight set for further resistance, the Wolf Ring for more poise, gathered some upgrade materials, and then I grabbed the Grass Crest Shield for more stamina recovery. I was then ready to give the gargoyles another shot. Alright. Get in there. Boom. There we go. After defeating the gargoyles, I was able to ring the first bell of awakening. I then went back to Andre to upgrade my Zweihander a bit more, and made my way down to the Capper Demon. The dogs and the thief enemies in this area proved to be quite obnoxious, but with a little patience, I made it to the fight. Drink? Oh, what? Awesome. Next up after Capper Demon was going to the depths. I wasn't quite looking to beat the Gaping Dragon, as going too deep here could lead to me getting cursed, but I did want to grab the Large Ember and the Pyromancer. Charge. I don't know how I'm alive. Okay. How am I alive? I'm out of essence. No. After a little while, I was able to free the Pyromancer. This in turn let me buy Iron Flesh, a pyromancy that slowed me down to a crawl, but increased my resistances a ton, allowing me to face tank way better. I then took the Large Ember to Andre to reinforce my weapon a little bit more. After that, it was finally time to go down to Blighttown. Blighttown was the first part of this run that I could consider truly painful. There was almost zero redeeming factors about the entire experience. The environment is extremely hazardous, leaving you to fall constantly. It took forever to get back to. There are endlessly spawning mosquitoes, which messed with the lock-on needed to orient my camera, and if the toxic dart enemies hit you twice, you might as well be dead. All of this culminated in an experience that I will just let play out. Gotta make it to the bonfire. Okay. souls as well. Sub 3-hour bonfire stream. After what felt like forever, I finally reached the bottom of Blighttown. I then explored the swamp for a little bit to collect some Titanite, and then I headed to Quelaag to give her a shot. The damage is decent. It's not perfect, but it'll have to do. And walk into her. Whoa. That was scary. Alright. Second try. With Quelaag defeated, I rang the second bell of awakening and opened up Sen's fortress. But before taking it on, I took a quick detour to the demon ruins to fight Ceaseless Discharge and get a few extra souls. It went just about as you would expect. He actually jumped preemptively. What? Oh, there we go. I ended up putting a few more levels into strength, and then I had to ascend back through Blighttown, which was arguably twice as bad as going down. Once again, I'm gonna let the footage speak for itself. After spending more than 3 hours on Blighttown, I was finally out for good. I then made a quick pit stop by New Londo to grab a second Firekeeper soul for a little bit of extra Estus recovery. Now Sen's Fortress was anything but easy. The lack of bonfires and the level design completely focused on platforming was an absolute nightmare. Oh man. Like, why did I... The snake enemies weren't exactly easy either, especially the casters hurling lightning at me the whole time. Eventually I decided on making an actual sprint key, so that making it past the boulders and some of these axe parts was actually doable. And in time, it did work out. It just took a while. Oh, I actually made it. Oh my god. Whew. Alright, bonfire. Beautiful. Oh. Oh no. Unfortunate. Oh, wait. There we go. Awesome. That's what we love to see. With Iron Golem down, it was finally time for Anor Londo. While I anticipated this being one of the big speed bumps in my run, I did not anticipate being stuck here for over 7 hours. My trouble started with the Painting Guardian catwalk section. The precision you need and the distance you have to cover, along with any fall being an instant death and a long run-up, made this part of the run extremely brutal. Regardless, I persevered, and here's how my experience ended up going. At a certain point, I decided that over-encumbering myself was a better idea than using Iron Flesh to constantly slow walk. Despite this new strategy, it really did not get much easier. I think we made it. Oh my gosh. Whoa. That took forever. While getting across the catwalk was something to celebrate, the Anorlando archers were up next. I think why this part is challenging is pretty self-explanatory. But what really got me was having to take a 7-minute walk between each attempt. It just wears you down over time and makes it harder to focus. But it's about that time again. Cue me dying for 2 minutes. Okay. Oh. Hold on. Oh my god, my heart is pounding. Oh my god, dude. I can't believe we made it past that. Now, while dying for the past few hours may have sucked, it wasn't for nothing. I finally get access to the last major upgrade of my run, the Havel armor set. While I could definitely still die, the poison resistance offered by this armor set let me tank my way through most scenarios. And with that, it was time to fight Ornstein and Smo. Yeah, that's okay. Get him. One more time. No, it's not enough. Oh, dude. Okay. With a little over an hour of attempts, I defeated Ornstein and Smo. I then got the Lord Vessel from Guinevere, which let me fast travel. Before leaving Anor Londo, I made sure to take out the Firekeeper for the free soul, and returned to Firelink Shrine for the first time in a while. Next up was heading to the forest to fight Sif, but before that I decided to take a stop at the Hydra and get him out of the way real quick. There we go. I don't know if I'll do this first try or not, but okay. Leakies, just let me get close. Okay. Should've went down. Sorry. With the Covenant of Artorias acquired, I went down to New Londo and made my way to the First Lord, the Four Kings. New Londo was not only difficult to navigate, but the ghost enemies required a special item called Transient Curse to do damage to them. Normally this wouldn't really be an issue, but I ended up running out and I couldn't get back to the merchant who sold them. So I found myself quite stuck. There was the female undead merchant in the burg who sold Transient Curse, but at some point in the run I accidentally hit her, meaning I needed to request absolution if I wanted to buy anything again. Unfortunately for me, that cost way too many souls. So I decided to take a detour to Duke's Archives to build my wealth and make some more progress on the side. Going through the Duke's Archives was overall a pretty smooth experience. I got to the first encounter of Seath and let myself die, and then it was time for my prison break. After a lapse of judgment causing me to die, I then made my way to the central bonfire and used the souls I got exploring to request absolution. Now absolved, I was able to finally talk to the merchant again and buy more Transient Curse. This allowed me to once again kill the ghost and finally progress through New Londo. I then opened the seal, draining New Londo, and finally making my way to the Four Kings. Oh. First Dark Wraith. Okay. I need to focus on the Dark Wraiths here. Why is there two now? There it is. Alright. Beautiful. With a slight change of plans, I made a quick pit stop at Andre to give him the very large ember and upgrade my Zweihander even further. But after that, I was good to go for real. Woo. Oh, that hurt. Not to do light attacks. Drink. Attack? What? Please. Please chug the juice. Oh no. Attack! 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 One more. And boom. First try. With one lord down, it was right on to the second. I went back to the Duke's archives and started making my way towards Seath. The crystal dudes were more annoying than they were really a threat, but it was the level design itself that finally forced me to develop an input where I could turn my camera down, just so I could see where I was going. But after a long while of walking, I did eventually make it to Seath, and I started the fight. First try? Maybe? Whatever that is. Oh my goodness. I can't get out. Don't curse me. Awesome. Beep is down. With my second Lord Soul acquired, it was about time to revisit the Demon Ruins again. And as you might guess, I was not exactly excited. All I had to look forward to was copy and pasted enemies, lava, reskinned bosses, and the Bed of Chaos. But it had to be done, so I kicked off my fight with the Demon Fire Sage. Alright, hopefully these AoEs aren't too insufferable. Ouch. Okay, they don't do a lot of damage. There we go. Little grab attack. Please attack. Please attack. Do something. Okay, okay. Oof. With the orange charred ring now in my possession, I was able to go further down to Lost Izalith. I was able to just kind of run past everything. Even one of the Witches of Izalith and Kirk didn't really put up a fight. The Titanite Demon, on the other hand, did give me a run for my money. But the real reason why I came to Lost Izalith before Tomb of the Giants is so I could grab the Sunlight Maggot here, which gives me a great light source for later on. But anyways, it's about that time. It's Bed of Chaos. We both know how taking on a platforming boss with an instrument will go, so here's the footage. I'm so scared right now. Just keep walking. Just keep walking. That killed me? Attack, please, please. Please. Alright. With Bed of Chaos defeated, it was time to head down to the catacombs and acquire my last and fourth Lord Soul. Please. Sure. What's happening? Please stop. Oh no. Alright. I'm alive, I guess. Oh. Hot bar. Oh well. Oh yeah, isn't there a bonfire down here? Oh, that'd be huge. There is. Awesome. Alright, that helps a lot. Reaching the bottom of the catacombs, and to no one's surprise, Pinwheel died in about 3 to 4 hits. After taking him down, I progressed into the Tomb of the Giants, and this area actually went better than I expected. The two main threats were the Silver Knights and the Bone Dogs, but as long as I aired caution, I was pretty okay. The run up to Nito did suck though. Getting fireball spammed and having my lock-on get stuck on the babies was kind of annoying, but I did eventually make it through and made it to the fight. Toxic? What? I didn't know you had that. Awesome. First try. With all 4 Lord Souls acquired, I could head to Gwyn right now, but instead, we're going to the DLC. I spend the next 20 to 30 minutes just running around grabbing everything I need to enter, and eventually I arrive in Sanctuary Garden. And just about immediately, the Sanctuary Guardian was the first boss of the DLC. Nice. Hi, kitty. And within 2 minutes, I was already making my way through Ulaseel's Sanctuary. I actually ended up dying a bit more than I expected here, but it wasn't long before I got to Artorias. I'm not gonna lie, I buffed up thinking he would be way harder, but here's the fight. Please heal. Wait, buff. But it seems buffing won't save him. Down in the first try. Love to see it. After beating Artorias, I went to go spawn in Calamite real quick, and I actually ended up nabbing the Titanite slab before getting burned to a crisp. And making my way through Ulaseel Township, it really was not too bad. Dude. That sucks. That's rough. Doesn't help that he's laughing at me too. Look at that guy. Alright. Oh, dude. Come on, I have that. There we go. We got it. Mimic down. Now we got the key. Alright, cool. Whoa. Okay. Alright. Yeah, no, their magic is insane. And in record time, I reached the Abyss. This run-up really wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but the humanities were way more threatening because of my limited movement. But anyways, here's how my fight with Manus went. A lot of damage, but let's see. I'm gonna try to kick off an Iron Flesh here. Here we go for dark magic. Pop the... Oh no. Need to pop the Iron Flesh again. I'm not getting it off. I think I need to focus on just attacking. He's not closing the distance now. I'm getting stuck here. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We almost got him though. It's not bad. Alright, put that to the face. Oh, come on. Attack. Yo. Awesome. And with one fight left, I wasted no time having the giant shoot Calamite down, and I began my fight. Alright. Tragic. Backs up so much. Ouch. No way he does it twice. We're popping humanity to heal. He's just spamming fire. Stop, dude. Let me in. This is insane. This gotta... I can't even believe my eyes right now. I'm being stun locked in a corner. This is evil. Like, actually. Alright. First try. Barely. As much as I can't believe it, it's time to put the 4 Lord Souls inside of the vessel and take on Gwen. It's been an unreal journey up to this point, and without further ado, here's the final fight. Alright, that grab's insane. Hold on. A little hard to give a speech when I have to lock in real quick. Alright, man, what are we doing? He's hurting. But we just gotta hurt more. Pop a heal. Alright. And just like that, we are done. And after vanquishing the Lord of Cinder, it was time to link the first flame. If you made it this far, I am incredibly grateful. Seriously, thank you. I couldn't believe I actually finished this run. And if you'd like to see anything like it again, just let me know, and I might do it for Dark Souls 2. But yeah, peace.